Good morning, everyone. Glad you could come back to my channel. Let's talk about the good and evil of Easter. Okay, number one. All right, it's a pagan holiday. The origins of Easter was a false goddess. That's why it's pagan. It's a false goddess to whom sacrifices were offered in the month of April. And rabbits, their blood was consumed to bring fertility because they thought it would make them have more children. Okay. And that's why the word Easter and rabbits are held so highly. They were given to us by the Anglo-Saxons to replace the Passover. Okay, the Passover is a holy day. The Passover is very important to God. And let's learn about what the Passover is. Okay? All right. God, our true creator, his holy day, we remember it to represent the blood on the doorpost as a sign to mark the homes of the Israelites to protect their lives. So that when the death angel would pass over, they would put blood on top of the doorpost of each home. But punishment would come to the Egyptians because Moses told them their firstborn was going to die. All right? So when you do evil, always look for punishment. It's coming. It's coming. May not come when you think it's coming, but it's going to come. All right. Death. Jesus had to die for our sins. Behold, my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased, proves that Jesus is the Son of God. That's what he said when John the Baptist baptized him with water. It descended like a dove, peace over his head, and a voice from heaven spoke and said, my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased. Look it up, people. You don't always have to take everything I tell you for truth. Look it up, and it's in the Bible, King James Version, and other places. Burial. Jesus lived a meager life. Therefore, he was buried in a borrowed tomb. Why was it borrowed? Because they knew that he wasn't going to stay. The people who believed in him and his resurrection knew that someone else would be able to use that tomb. All right. And, of course, like I said, he wasn't the richest man. He didn't go all out for these big helicopters and these private planes and jets like so many prophets do today and preachers do today. All right, resurrection. And the angel answered unto the women, these was Mary Magdalene, and they said, fear not, for I know whom you seek, Jesus of Nazareth, which was crucified. He is risen. Behold the place. They said, look, there's proof that he wasn't in the tomb anymore. He is risen. Okay, his resurrection is very important to us who believe. All those scriptures is found in the Bible as well. Look it up. All right. The best. Now, these things, the evil part of it was worshiping the false, continuing to practice Easter because it was a false god. That's the evil part of Easter. And the other evil part was how Jesus was crucified on the cross. Oh my God, wasn't it awful? A crown of thorns. They pierced him in the side. They nailed his feet to the cross and his hands to the cross. Terrible. That's evil. These were the things that I was looking up in the Bible to prove the good and evil of Easter. All right, the greatest part and the good part and the greatest part of all is when we accept Christ into our hearts and our life, as I did when I was 17. The Lord changed my whole life. A brand new person. My hands looked new. My face looked new. I was not the same because I needed a change. I wanted a change in my life. You know, when you're in darkness, it's always this looming fear. It's a presence around you, and of course it's the presence of the devil, just like God is in our lives and around to teach us and tell us what to do even when we're young and 17, 18, or whatever, and don't know which way to go or how to get there, the Lord is always there. But the devil is there too to put us in places that we don't need to be. So let us accept Jesus in our life. Let's accept him. He died on the cross so that we might be free, so that we might be brand new people, brand new. All right, he will give you new life. That's the whole point of his death. Wait, first of all, his birth, his death, and his resurrection. And when we believe in God and believers in his the works that he came to do to make us better and make us brand new, we will rise again too. All right? Because we overcome death. He already overcame it for us. All the pain, all the persecution he went through, it was for people like me and you. Everybody all over the world. It was for the world. For God so loved his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth him shall not die, but have everlasting life. Everlasting life. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. That's my take on Easter. Thank you. If you believe like I believe, you'll stop practicing that pagan holiday. Have a good one.